please welcome Brad Bulant-Yassar, the co-founder of the Blockchain Investment Consortium. Thank you for joining us today. Let's hear it.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to thank Baybars for the invitation. It's really great to be in Istanbul and talk to an esteemed group like this. Let's see. Can we get the slides up? Perfect. First, why am I here? Aside from the wonderful invitation, I'm here because I think I did a pretty decent transition from angel investing to crypto angel investing in the past 2 years. Been angel investing for about 9-10 years now. And in the past 2 years, I saw an opportunity to take what I had learned as an angel investor and the same methodology and move into crypto. Aside from that, I've always been an advisor and mentor to startups and started CrowdMentor. And with CrowdMentor, we try to bring blockchain into different industries and different areas. It's not just about ICOs or advising people who are trying to raise money with blockchain, but more established businesses, funds, and governments also understanding the potentials of this technology and what lies in the future. As they've introduced me, I'm a co-founder of Blockchain Investors Consortium. It's a consortium of about 125 crypto funds that are actively investing money in this space. And we have over $5 billion in management right now. Of course, most of it was through appreciation of the funds that were invested in crypto assets. Now, when I talked to Baybars first, he asked me, Brad, do you want to talk about ICOs and token generation events actually killing angel investing? And I thought about it and I said, no, not necessarily. I don't want to talk about how in that topic, that's not a positive transition when we talk about how ICOs may kill angel investing. What I found out from my personal experiences, ICOs actually enhanced and improved angel investing in a lot of ways. And there has been a lot of it. I wanted to share this video with you. This shows the amount of investments that were made in the cryptocurrency space since January of 14. So in the last 4 years, if you look at the video briefly, it shows the geographical areas and the size of investments that have been made. And it may be hard to see from obviously back in the room, but just look at the growth of it and how quickly it accelerated. Now, there is a reason for this, and there's a reason why I share this with you. I'm sure some of you have already seen it. This shows the acceleration, the pace of acceleration in investments in this space. And it is never before seen speeds. I've been lucky to catch the tail end of the internet boom, and we've seen a lot of investments, a lot of growth in early stage investments and angel investments. But if you just watch that video, the time frame that was 10, 20 years in the internet days has now been compressed to 4 years. 4 years, that much investment, and just like the previous presenter said, we surpassed angel and venture investing with ICOs in the crypto space. It's really important to note. Now, why do I see this as a positive transformation of angel investing? There are 2 reasons. Number 1 reason is, as an angel investor, and I'm sure all of you here can relate to this, you invest in a company, you give them money, and then you have this 5 to 15 year time frame where you expect a return. Hopefully a positive one, not always, but that has been disrupted from its roots with ICOs. What ICOs and token generation events, by the way, ICOs are initial coin offerings, token generation events are another name for it. What they allow us to do is invest in a liquid asset. Liquidity comes short after the token is generated. And of course, there are lockout periods, vesting periods. All the best practices from traditional angel investing are coming back to the cryptocurrency space. But with the liquidity that's available, not 10 years, 15 years later, because the company had an IPO, but 3 months later, after you make your investment, it levels the playing field. So when I say it levels the playing field, what I want to say, well, focus on is transparency and accountability. I'm not saying founders are not honest people. Most founders I interacted with and invested in have done a phenomenal job at taking that investment and turning it into a real business. But it is a one-way commitment. As angel investors, we go in and commit money to a project with the hopes that, again, what was put in front of us is going to be delivered. More often than not, for whatever reason, it's not. And we don't have any recourse. It's a sunk cost. You invest $1,000 into a project, well, they have your $1,000. You invest $1 million, again, there are very few instances where you can go back and say, this is not working out, you're not doing a good job, and I want my money back. Now, with crypto angel investing, you have liquidity. What that allows is, it allows you to say, hey, you can have my money. I'm going to give you $1 million for your project because I believe in you. But the value you create with the money you receive and with the team you build and the product you build is going to be measured. How is it going to be measured? It's going to be measured with your token price, with your coin price that's already out there being traded. Whether you like it or not, any crypto exchange can list and trade a crypto asset. So now you have liquidity that provides accountability. Not just, oh yeah, you have liquid assets and you can buy and sell them, but more so, if I am an entrepreneur, I take your money and I don't do what I'm supposed to do, or I'm unable to deliver on my results. Your millions of dollars are not locked in that investment. You can go put your tokens or coins on the exchange, liquidate, and then move on to the next investment. For me, this changes the investment thesis, because before I had to invest with a 10-year outlook on what's going to happen. None of us here can see what's going to happen in 10 years. So the opportunity cost of any angel investment was really high. With crypto assets, that problem is solved to a certain extent. If in a year or two I don't see the results I want and I'm not feeling comfortable working with this team anymore, I have the ability to liquidate. Second is it democratizes angel investing. As our presenter said, I reside in the United States, so I am bound by accreditation rules and regulations in that country. I never understood why someone who makes $150,000 is less qualified to invest in early stage deals than someone who makes $200,000. Now that's no longer an issue. With democratization of angel investing, projects are able to find investors globally, and they don't have to be accredited in a lot of countries, and the accreditation changes, just like Bars said, we have accreditation here, but it's different from the United States. And this is going to allow for accreditation rules to evolve and become more suited to today's investment. Example here is a lot of people made fortunes in crypto, and they wouldn't have been allowed to make that if it wasn't an ICO, if it wasn't a token generation event, because they would have stuck not at the accreditation level because they didn't qualify. They understood the technology, but they didn't qualify as an investor to participate in it. And on the flip side, it democratizes access to capital, because ICOs are global, token generation events are global. As long as you're compliant in the jurisdictions you're operating, you can raise money from angels globally. This wasn't the case before. My biggest example here is a project native to Istanbul. Bundle Network is building an amazing platform that unifies all the exchanges and allows people to trade on them from one single location. This project would have suffered in the old days trying to find Silicon Valley investors, trying to find European investors, because they would have to travel there and get in front of these guys. With their ICO, they are global. You can go to Bundle.network anywhere in the world and go check out what they're doing, what they're looking for investment, and participate. Since this is all the time I have, I thank you. I'm going to be available if you have any questions and concerns, and I look forward to talking to you.